making a short video just on a post-mortem of the game because right now I'm not adding any new core gameplay mechanics or things like that. So my system is pretty modular in terms of adding the final levels. I already have a system in place for the boss rush, and I'm waiting on the Kickstarter submissions for the two that I'm going to add for that mode. There's still a lot of work to do, but there isn't anything new in terms of adding core mechanics, so I feel like I understand how to do the rest of this. And I think moving forward, I have a lot of ideas on the next potential game, which is obviously just in the concept of me thinking about it, not really so much of actually making anything yet. And I know I have to use most likely one of the industry standard engines, like the Unreal, Godot, or Unity. I've been thinking about that a little bit about how I went about the creation process and how most likely you have to change if I want to make it more complex. Yeah, the first thing I'll talk about is actually I didn't make any previous projects using this engine, the GB Studio engine. Yeah, I made this one my first project. I didn't make any demo projects or things before that. So yeah, I'll probably have to do that for sure, just because you're actually coding. At least I'm pretty sure there'll be a lot more spaghetti type code, and I'll end up having to refactor and change a bunch of the same things if I end up just using like one project and not starting off small and learning more about the engine first. There'll still be a lot of trial and error. That's probably one of the main things. And the scope will be bigger as well for my potentially next game. So planning things out how I normally did it using this GB Studio is that I actually just write down things on the bullet point that I like, and then I just kind of go from there. It might not be too much different, but I might need to plan a little bit ahead because let's say I want to have a more in-depth story that builds on what we have already or things like that. And then I need to plan all of that, and then I have to plan more carefully how that actually works. I like making the linear style. The rest is unknown. Yes, I think I learned quite a bit going through the process of creating the game. Also be learning more, obviously gotta finish it, stuff like that. But I feel like I learned quite a bit what I can do moving forward to improve.